Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, June 27th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable over the past week. This week, we're going to talk about where are those Google core updates? Google says the web is thriving. Is it? Google touts their index freshness as one of their benefits and advantages for AI search, and so much more. So definitely stay tuned. You don't want to miss the SEO, ads, and PPC news. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Duda. Duda is the professional website builder we call our own. Please check them out at duda.co for more information. Thank you so much for sponsoring Duda. Okay, so first up, it wouldn't be a week of reporting SEO news if I didn't cover the unconfirmed ranking volatility. We saw ranking volatility on June 25th and June 26th of this week. The weird thing is that the SEMrush report was actually missing the 25th and 26th, or 24th and 25th of data, which is really unusual for SEMrush, but the other tools, some of them are picking it up, and there's also a significant amount of chatter based on the new chatter levels of SEOs these days. So definitely take a look at that. And then everybody's asking, like, what's going on? Google promised us in December more core updates more often, and we did not have more core updates more often. At this point in time, we have pretty much the same. We had one core update over the past 6 months. The March 2025 core update. And I don't know why. Google announced in December that we're going to have more core updates more often. They posted a slide at the Google Search Console Google Search Central Zurich event in December. And they said two things. One is there are going to be more core updates more often. Not happened. Again, we have the same number of core updates so far, and usually you have one by this time of the year, but I thought we were going to have at least like 3 or 4 by this time of this year. They also said there's more structured data. So they did give us more structured data, but they also removed several structured data items just weeks ago. So it's like actually less structured data support than more structured data support. But that's that. So I don't know what's going on. Google's just saying things and it's actually not coming through with them. Ultimately, it doesn't even matter if you are a helpful content update victim and you do rank better today. There's all these AI overviews and AI mode, and are you going to get clicks or not? I don't even know. So it's just sad to see this. And then Nick Fox, the VP of Google Search, was on a podcast with Jason Howell, who I've known for many, many years. And he asked him a bunch of questions and so forth. And Jason asked him specifically, like, what about these click studies that show that AI overviews and AI mode generate less clicks to publishers than more? And he basically said, Nick Fox said, he's kind of questions these studies. He says, from our point of view, the web is thriving. That's what he said. And he said, some of these studies were done prior to the actual rollout. I mean, every single study, if you look at Search Console data, everybody's Search Console reports, almost every Search Console report, you'll see that great decoupling where you see clicks are going down, impressions are going up, and you don't know what's flying. And he said the web is thriving. He questions the data, and Search Console's own data shows this happening. So I'm not sure what's going on. He went on to basically say, he doesn't think that AI will replace the web. He said it's unlikely that a single paragraph or a couple of paragraphs are going to place a full, well-researched article on something. AI mode gives you all that, to be honest. And basically, he doesn't think that the web is dead, and this is a huge expansionary moment. This is basically echoing a bunch of stuff. And even John Mueller posted on Blue Sky that the web is thriving. I don't know. It's a different type of web, I think. I think that's what they're kind of clouded on. But the old web seems to me to be dying. And then we had interview with Liz Reid, the head of Google Search, the top boss of Google Search. And it was from I.O., but they just published it yesterday or the day before. And it basically goes through two things. Like, SEOs are great. We love SEOs, but there are people that are bad actors, but we are able to handle them in AI search. Talking about the future of AI search, and also about how ads might be in the future of AI search. And they've been testing it, they said, in AI mode, and they're going to roll some ads out in the future with AI mode. And of course, they said they're thinking about ways of using ads with agentic experiences where agents are doing stuff for you. So we'll see what happens there. And then Google announced this week that AI mode is rolling out to people in India, to the Indian region. It's a Search Labs experiment, so it won't show in Search Console data, and you have to opt into it, but it is the first place that Google's expanding AI mode beyond the US. Currently, AI mode is fully live in the US, but it's nowhere available anywhere outside of US and now India if you opt into Labs. Google's Jeff Dean, the head of their AI, been a Googler since the early days, basically said, and he said, index freshness is something I and many of others have worked on at Google for many years, basically touting that their their index freshness, how fast they are able to index content across the web and get fresh data across the web is a benefit to not just Google search, but probably Google AI services. Of course, we all have seen it where Google's AI is responding with older data, but it is definitely getting better. So hopefully this will get better, and it is a benefit to them. But of course, ChatGPT, OpenAI has a partnership with Microsoft Bing, which does index really fast, and other tools are actually starting to do this better and better over time as well. This is weird. A lot of people are noticing this undisclosed, I'm calling it undisclosed blue answer AI box, where it loads an answer, but doesn't have a tag on it. It doesn't say this is a feature snippet. It doesn't say this is an AI overview. It just has an answer. And I'm not sure what this is from. David first spotted this, sent me a video of it, and other people are noticing this as well. It's just weird. And I forgot, actually, Nate Lewis was first spotted it earlier this month. And again, it's undisclosed. I'm not sure what's going on there. Initially, I probably thought it was a bug, but a lot of people are seeing this happen over and over again. Google yesterday announced a new feature that publishers may like. It's called preferred sources. So now, if you're a searcher and you're on your phone and you see a stories and top stories carousel in the Google mobile search results, and you want to star those results, you could star them. And when you star those results, Google will then say this is a preferred source for you, and then show you more content from that publisher in the top stories carousel. It's cool. It's a labs feature only right now. So if it does graduate, which I don't think it will, but if it does graduate, you can then encourage your loyal readers to actually star your stuff so they can see your content more often in Google search, which is a great feature for publishers, and hopefully this will go live. Bing is testing floating a Copilot search box directly over the Bing search results. This is a test. This is spotted by Shamim. And when you scroll through the results, you get this follow-up in Copilot, which basically then directs you to Copilot off of Bing, which is an interesting test. Google's John Mueller said that URL extensions still don't matter. He's posted a video in 2018 about this topic, a dedicated video about URL extensions. Do you need the .html? Do you need the .htm? Do you need .php? And he said, no, you don't even need any of that. It doesn't make a difference to Google. There was a thing in the old days where you needed it, but now, like this 20 years ago, you don't need this anymore. Google Business Profiles is testing showing social profile buttons above the Google Posts or Google Updates. This is spotted by Syed. And he basically posted some screenshots of this. I'm not able to replicate this, but in some cases, Google's actually testing showing those social profile links above the Google post. Google is expanding its feature where it turns off posting reviews for certain Google business profiles. This used to be being tested in December 2023. We saw Google testing this in the UK. And Google actually called this and posted a document about this a couple of years ago called Consumer Alerts. And one of those consumer alerts is when it says posting reviews is turned off for this place. So Ben Fisher started to notice that this is rolling out also in the US. Joy Hawkins and Colin all noticed this as well, starting to roll out in the US. So it seems like this feature is actually rolling out more broadly and so forth. Google is disallowing adding countries and states and other like related local stuff to your service area business lists. Some people were doing this to kind of hack the service area business feature, SABs in Google Business Profiles. This is not allowed. There's a new document. This is spotted by Stefan, who said there's a new document that disallows this, so make sure you don't do that going forward. Then Google said they are sending out emails to hotel providers saying they're going to end the self-service hotel rates by July 30th. You're not going to be able to go ahead and manage your own hotel rates. You have to use a partner who could automatically feed that data to Google for their hotel listings. This is spotted by Christian Kunz, as well as Luke Pennycat, who posted these screenshots of that email that was sent to hotel providers. Google Ads is testing a new compact view for their segment drop-down menu in the Google Ads console. This is spotted by Saqib Sayed, who noticed this. Here's the screenshot of that. Google is rolled out of beta. We covered this maybe a couple years ago, something called Offerwall, where basically for advertisers or publishers, really, you could have new ad formats, I guess, if you want to call it that, where your users, your readers could actually interact with the ad. They could do surveys, interest forms, watch a video to unlock it, and then they're actually interacting with this. This is called Offerwall. Publishers seem to like this, but there's a lot of negativity around this topic right now, and we'll see how it goes. Again, Google had this live a couple of years ago as a beta, and now it seems to be fully rolling out. Google Merchant Center has relaunched their product status change history report. This is something that got removed for a while, and now it seems to be back. We can actually follow the history of your product statuses, which is very important. This is spotted by Johan Reid, who posted about this on LinkedIn. Also, a hat tip to PPC News, Hannah, PPC Newsfeed, who spotted this as well. And then Emmanuel Flossie commented about this as well. So interesting new find. Google's testing a new answer feature for emojis. Now, if you do a search, well, some people don't see this. I don't see this myself. You do a search for a specific type of emoji, like shrugging emoji or angry emoji or whatever it might be. Google might show you an answer box that shows you those pictures of emojis where you can actually click copy and copy that to your clipboard so you don't have to go to a third-party website with ads all over the place to get that. Of course, if you are one of those emoji websites, you're not happy. But again, that's a simple website that anybody could have done. And sad to report, Jill Whalen, a true legend of the SEO industry, probably one of the first known female SEOs in the space, who started in like 1995-ish. I'm not going to be making that date up, but early 1990s, doing SEO. She always led the SEO community by saying content is first, content is king. Even when links were king, she was like, it's not going to last. Make sure your content is up to par. And she fought that fight for many, many years until she retired, I don't know, about a decade or so ago. And she said the fight is over and she could retire. And she was right. She really, really pushed this. Her daughter left a really beautiful message about her mother passing. Also, well-known industry experts, Heather Lloyd Martin, Mike Graham, and a bunch of others posted a bunch of stuff around her passing. Again, I remember Jill from the early days. I was part of her high ranking forums. I met her meeting at her conferences. She was a true inspiration for the community, and it's so sad to hear of her passing. In any event, hope you have a safe, healthy, and meaningful weekend. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Again, thanks to Duda for sponsoring. Be well, be safe. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.